Hey man, what it is, what it ain't, it's the voices of the O, and you already know we back for episode 13. I'm your host DJ with a few of my co-hosts and bro hosts. We one short, man. My boy Tone, you know he work. So man, we gonna start going around the table to my right.
Ayo.
Yeah, you already know Ayo from the ghetto, the man behind the camera.
Alex in the building.
My boy AT in the building. And to my left, we got a special guest, man. One of the homies, one of the OGs from back in the day, from the Shady 1080. You know what it is, man. My boy Udo.
Yes, sir. You know what it is. It's Big Udo in the house.
Yes, sir. I'm glad, my boy. Appreciate you for coming in, filling in for Tony today.
Appreciate y'all having me in here.
Hey, scoot the mic a little bit closer to you. I'm sorry.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey,
That good for you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You be able to turn the headphones like if you can hear yourself all the way.
Come on now.
But you straight.
You
Yeah.
good?
I think I'm good. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We good now.
All right, bet that, man. So, you know what it is, man. More playoff basketball. We're getting into the Eastern and Western Conference Finals. We had some Game 7s going the last few days, and we're just going to start there. Game 7, Clippers versus the Jazz. Now, if you can remember, I had some people on my wave about picking the Clippers over the Jazz, and they didn't know where my confidence was. I just felt like the Jazz didn't have enough. I felt like Donovan Mitchell was coming in hurt. Mike Conley's been hurt. And Rudy Gobert is just, overpaid. I'm just going to put it like that. So I'm going to toss it to my boy Ayo first, see what he has to say on that game, man.
I fucking hate that man playoff Pete, but I'll give him his respect, his due. He stepped up when his team needed him the most, and he produced finally. Gave him something. No one in the world was going to expect Terrence Mann or Reggie Jackson to do what they did, so give the man their props. They stepped up, especially after Kawhi left, but I really think Paul George is a better, solo artist, I guess I'll say, instead of, trying to be that number two, because obviously, after seeing it, that man can't do it. I don't know why. He just can't fit in like that. He just has to be that nigga, and it's okay.
All right.
But
Alex, what you thinking?
Same deal. I was caught off guard. I ain't gonna lie. Caught off guard. I was not expecting him to play like that. But look, it happens, Like I said, I was not expecting Terrence Mann been showing out this series. I don't know if he been somebody underrated over the whole season or what, where he came from, but he playing good. Yeah. But yeah, Paul George really stepped up. Like you said, he might need to be number one.
Man.
I gotta give him credit where credit's due. I still don't like the nigga either. I'm with L on that one. I still don't like it. I keep telling people he gonna have that game. He ain't gonna. I mean, we'll get to it later. He kind of did, but yeah, I wasn't expecting. But you gotta give him props. He did go off, and they was able to beat him. So
Yeah.
But that brings the question: do you think they beat him with a fully healthy Donovan Mitchell?
Probably not. He was balling with a bum ankle. He still had 39 that game. 39, 9, and 9.
Yeah,
on a bum ankle.
Then he shot that dumb ass shot, that long range three, the middle top of the key, and it just banked off the back of the rim. And I was like, "Come on, bro."
Yeah, he could have got a better shot.
I like Joe Ingles or someone else shooting that better than over him, but I don't know.
It's what it is, man. Yeah. Udo, what you thinking, man?
Man, I wasn't counting on Paul George at all. I don't, what I'm saying? I haven't been through OKC with this man. I haven't been through the last season. I was like, there's no way. I'm like, Donovan on a bum ankle. Utah still got, they ain't got Mike Conley, but they still got a decent enough team to where there's no way Reggie Jackson and Terrence Mann should be a factor to where, you know what I'm saying? I was just, so this is props to Paul George at this point. That's really Terrence Mann stepping up, dropping. I didn't expect no 39 from no Terrence. I don't know who Terrence Mann was before this playoffs, to be honest. So
right.
Yeah, I didn't see no 39 points, so that really helped out for sure. With Kawhi's absence, so.
Actually, I was not expecting that. I didn't know like I said, who the fuck Terrence Mann was, but I know Paul George is happy as hell. Yeah. He was like, "Thank you." They was gonna trade me, bro. It was already. Hey, I'm telling you, it was finna get real ugly for Paul George if Terrence Mann ain't bail him out. But
internet was waiting for him. I just felt it. Internet was just waiting.
Oh, absolutely.
We were waiting for Monday. You already know.
Yeah, the internet's always gonna be waiting on Paul George to mess up. Always,
that's true.
Bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That is true. He's been
him and James Harden. I feel like everybody waiting on them two to fuck up.
Absolutely.
Just so we can rag on that.
And Russell.
Yeah. And Ben Simmons in here, in it now. Yeah. But we'll get to that later.
We'll get to that.
He deserves that shit.
Yeah, that's bad, man. Makes a hell of a lot of money. So, man, I mean, really on that, other than that, I didn't really have nothing too much. It's just it's sad to see Donovan Mitchell go out like that. Mike Conley being injured. I mean, I know he's older, but he still brings a lot of veteran leadership, playmaking, some outside scoring. But I don't know. I really never had too much high expectations for the Jazz. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that. Like everybody never has like the expectation for the Jazz,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, we had lower expectations for the Clippers. So I think that's why everybody was just like, the Jazz are gonna win this series, but then get their ass beaten next round by Phoenix anyways. But they need to get rid of Gobert.
I think they're okay, honestly.
They need to get rid of Gobert.
Well,
I mean,
you
it's
said
such
that.
They don't need
He's-
Gobert.
bro, the man's such a liability. Like when you attack the defensive player of the year, like over and over and over, like that shows your weakness right there. And so it's just like
So you think that defensive player to your cap?
super cap.
So I'll put it like this: how effective is Rudy Gobert when you bring him outside the 3-point line to guard a center that can shoot the three,
Oh yeah,
Not even
That's-
that.
yeah. No.
Just out of the restricted area completely. Like
where you can't block shots, just layups? You know what I'm saying? Because you're already 7 foot tall. You can time that shit pretty well.
That's where the real value is in the NBA these days. Is the big that can guard all the way out to the 3 line.
Mm-hmm.
He can't do that at all.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, you seen it. He got pulled out so many times that game 7. They had DeMarcus Cousins out there. They went small ball and had, I think, one of the Morris brothers at center. It was just,
dogging his ass.
yeah. They definitely pulled the draws down on Mans right there, bro.
I ain't never heard no reference like that, man.
Man, they took advantage of him.
He
We'll put it like
they
that.
pulled the draws down.
That's what I'm saying. You can either get rid of Gobert or Mitchell is gonna leave in 2 years. So it's just like
Man,
pick your poison.
And Mitchell's still young, like stupid. Young, was like 23, 24.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
telling you, that whole little wave, him, D-Book,
Yeah, they
Jamal
better.
Murray.
Yeah, those.
And they got D-Wade in the ownership group, so D-Wade better like start talking to them like, hey, we got to capitalize now that we got the star.
And I mean, I know it's a little off topic, but Bradley Beal, I did not know he was 28. I thought he was like 30.
No,
He got some
yeah.
time left.
Yeah, he got
Mhm.
solid 7, 8 years.
Yeah, to just really go, especially because his isn't athletically based. Shooting and creating.
Maybe that's why he wasn't so worried about leaving
Mhm.
Washington, like not in a rush since he has time. But
Yeah.
you never know though.
For sure. We're going to go to the next one, man. Arguably the biggest one. Game 7, Bucks versus Nets. Ooh, we can get into this one, man. Who
It's game of interest.
yes, who picked the Nets to win prior to Kyrie Irving's injury and James Harden's injury?
I just picked the Nets to win in general.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Alex, you too?
Everybody, yeah. I thought the Nets was gonna win it all.
Me and you picked the
After the
Bucks,
Lakers
right?
went down,
Yeah,
after the
I
Lakers
picked
went
the
down, I thought
Bucks.
they was gonna win it all.
I already knew it was gonna happen. That's why I said like with how they've been playing all year and like all the injuries they've been getting, it was bound to happen and someone's gonna get injured.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, they got 2 of them injured, and y'all saw what
Same
happened from
series.
there.
Same series. Kevin Durant, 48 points, 6 assists, 9 rebounds. Solid game. I think they said that's the most points scored in a Game 7 history.
Yeah, that's true. I
Like,
seen
that's
that stat.
crazy.
Yeah. I wonder if I was like, LeBron got to be up there, but you got to give him credit. I was just thinking, like, damn, like, I don't, like, expect him more than, what do you have, 49, 48?
48.
I was
Yeah.
expecting more than 48 points, probably. Hey, damn.
That's the most in a game 7.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I'm
History.
saying. I'm thinking it's going to be like a 50 or 60.
I thought-
I guess Will Chamberlain never went to Game 7.
Yeah, they
Like,
probably
that
had
shit was quick.
It's like game 5s for all of them, I think.
Yeah. Like, I thought LeBron was up there because, LeBron had played in plenty of them. I'm like, maybe LeBron up there. But I'm like, I don't know. I guess he didn't get to 48.
Nope.
That's a pretty good game, though.
No, for sure. You had James Harden on a bum hamstring. Still had 22, 9 assists, and 9 rebounds. So almost a 22-point triple-double. And the man shot, what was it? I have to see this. 2 for 12 from 3-point range. 5 for 17 from the field. Like, that's,
It was hard watching him.
yeah.
So yeah, you already knew it would happen, and he's just out there limping around, just trying to do the most. Like I was more or less worried this man was gonna get hurt, extended on that, and like fuck up next year. But luckily that didn't happen. So hopefully we get to see them next year and see what they do. But we
And I was
called it.
thinking, like, as a lefty,
Mhm.
that's that right leg. That's the dominant leg for him. It was like, there's no way he's getting anything he wants
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, you can tell when he wasn't trying to do all that crafty, shifty shit. He does that pop, 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 pop,
Yeah.
take off and get through the lane, tuck the ball. Like, it was none of that. It was more so reading the
Yeah.
court, drop a dime here, give me an open shot where I don't have to move too much, pull. I think it was, who else had a decent game? Giannis had 40 points. I think they said he averaged around like 34 points the whole series.
Yeah, that's simple Giannis, though.
That's true. I was expecting for them to do something different, find a different way to guard him, but it just didn't happen.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Giannis still, once he stopped trying to be a damn guard,
Yeah.
because that's what, we were saying the whole time, just get big.
Do you stop acting like
That's really all you got to do the rest of the playoffs.
He was taking KD to the post. He was taking Blake to the post. Like, no one's guarding you and Brook Lopez down there. So why are you shooting 3-point jumpers, mid-range jumpers? Like, he's trying to shoot turnaround faders like Kobe. And that shit made me so mad.
You need to go shoot more free throws to just practice on free throws, because I feel like that's part of the reason why he doesn't drive as much, because he'd be scared of them.
Man.
Just started counting. Brooklyn was counting down every single time. My boy was nervous.
Boy, we're going to call him Better Ben. That's it, man. Better Ben.
I would say, too, I feel like Kyrie, like, okay, on that last shot, what are you doing? That's what I was thinking. Like, if Kyrie's playing and Kevin Durant had that ball on that last shot where he turned around and missed that three, he passing that up to Kyrie? Or do you want Kevin Durant taking that shot?
That's KD.
I take
But and you say it's KD, but I'm like, that was a bad shot. Like, yeah, he made that on PJ Tucker, but you have Drew Holiday on you. Why are you not backing him down or something? I don't know.
Well, at that point, he kind of settled. He wanted to be that hero and get that 3-point shot instead of going to that second overtime.
Yeah,
I just personally trust Kyrie in that position with Drew Holiday on him. Because I feel like Kyrie could get, probably mix him up or something, do something. We seen him do it that one game. Was that game 7? He did that too, huh? Or Steph. Or Clay, whoever it was.
Yeah,
So.
it was Steph.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know. I just didn't like that shot. He was exhausted. His legs probably was out. But that was just a bad shot. To shoot a turnaround 3-pointer, like, that was bad, bro.
Yeah, I think that was bad coaching, too, because that kind of didn't put him in a good position and, like, set him up to get him open for a better shot. They were kind of just like, here, nigga, get the ball, do whatever.
That's what I'm saying. But who's to say? I bet you money Kevin Durant just in that moment, like, give it to me type of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. At least go up there, give him, like, a high screen,
Yeah.
give him a chance. Do something, but just leave him up
you
there
could
like
say
that.
they did though, because he had Drew Holiday on him. That's who you want on him in that position.
Nah, you want Brooke on him.
That's true too. Either or, but I'm saying either way, we're arguing size. Like,
he had the size advantage to shoot over him.
He had the size advantage to shoot over him, but he shoots a turnaround 3-pointer.
I mean,
And then if you have Brook Lopez, he can go around him because he's big. But I'm like, either way, it's like it wasn't PJ Tucker, it wasn't Chris Middleton or Giannis. So it's like, why are you shooting a turnaround 3 like you?
Drew Holiday's still, what do you call it, first team all defense? Was it first team or second team?
Look,
One of them.
That's Kevin Durant though. That's just me. I'm just saying, that's Kevin Durant, bro. He's
I agree
moving
with
like
you.
I don't know. I get it, but I'm just like, it's Kevin Durant, bro.
Yeah, I just understand those situations when you're tired and like
Yeah.
he's just thinking, let's get this shit over with and hopefully I can make the shot. We're gonna go home.
Man, I'm not even
It's
sure.
definitely what it was. It was overtime. He was exhausted. So
Yeah.
He done played, I think, almost every minute for the last 2 games.
48 minutes last
Boy,
How
game.
many
tired.
minutes did he play?
48.
he was in the 50s. I thought
Yeah, he was in
52.
52, 56 after the
Man, was
overtimes.
gas, bro.
Because it's 48 just for regular.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
he played
Okay, my
all
fault.
48.
Yeah, you're right. He played 52 in that overtime one. My fault. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's ridiculous. I agreed with you. I was definitely thinking that same thing. Whenever I'm like, bro, you could have caught the ball over your head like this and then just put it in position. Because Drew is a whole foot shorter than you. Or you could have put the ball on the ground, extended it up, because you had the whole right side of the court to yourself.
Yeah.
And then just put it off the glass. You tired, but do you want to go home right now? You know what I'm saying?
You can just get this dub, go ice up, watch film 2 more days. You got another game at least rather than
Man.
you're still tired, but you got to go home.
I feel like if that's Braun or like Kawhi,
Bully
they're
ball.
attacking them. They're bully.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel
But,
like personally that's what they're going to do. But
But you got to think that's a skinny, tired KD.
yeah.
Like you can push him around a little bit because at the end they were starting to get to him and push him, but he's just jumping and shooting over everybody, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But
If you have PJ Tucker who's such an aggressive defender and you're making shots over him and you going off, it's just like, come on, dude. But it definitely was the fatigue. It obviously was.
PJ made his ass work all
That's what
7
I'm saying.
games.
He was probably tired, bro.
that man deserves an extra check.
Yeah.
That man was.
But
He better get finals MVP if they win. because they don't win. If they don't have PJ Tucker, KD's going for 50 almost every game.
That's like the Andre Iguodala winning that Finals
Yes.
MVP, legit.
Yeah,
And that's what's crazy. We saying if they guarding them, they best, and they still scoring 40, 50, bro.
I'm telling you,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Man, but it's just how they get it that makes them so special.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody else, that's 10, 15 points,
Yeah.
honestly.
Kevin Durant earned my respect on that one. I ain't gonna lie. He earned my respect
yeah.
those last 2 games.
I gave it back to him.
He killed himself trying to get that.
Paul George is going to have to work a little bit harder for mine. Kevin Durant.
Respect that. So are we just gonna? I don't want to say not talk about it, but Giannis after Game 6, the man said he wants the challenge of guarding KD, and he still didn't try that shit in Game 7, bro. He still didn't try that shit. He said, "I want that." And I'm like, after everybody was on his way, CJ McCollum's like, all team first defense, not checking the hottest guy on the team. Everybody was on his bumper. He's like, "I want that." Game 7 came around. He said, "PJ, you got it."
Mike was like, "Hey, you're not that pal, my guy."
Yeah. PJ said, "Look, I don't give a fuck." He said, "I'm not getting off of him now." But I just think that's crazy, bro. Like, he was talking all that. I want that. Game 7 comes around. PJ Tucker, Chris Middleton.
Bro,
Drew
KD would have
Holiday.
ran circles around Giannis, bro.
Yeah, we already know that, and he already knew that too. He just had to talk to the media.
Get his little confidence up.
I don't know, bro. Like, I'm thinking it had to be, I could say coaching because he is the leader of the team, but like, come on, bro. There's no reason he didn't have no, like, he couldn't guard him. Like,
Man.
if you want that, you can call that on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Once they get back, you can call. I got him.
You think Giannis got that kind of pull though to like call his own plays?
I mean,
If you're the franchise player,
Yeah,
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like LeBron, we've seen the greats when somebody get into it, they call it. I want that person.
Kobe Bryant,
Yeah,
all them top.
I still don't put Giannis in that type of group.
That's what I'm
enough.
thinking,
He's not up there to me, especially like when I can, what do you call it, negate you from a game in a sense, especially just because Brooklyn's a small team. Like, fuck, the Nets are a small team too. If they were playing Philly after this, he would have been negated completely. So it's just like, I can't put you in that category, dog.
I'll definitely say if he had to guard Giannis all game, he probably would have had like 4 or 5 fouls in the first half.
Exactly.
He wouldn't have had 40 because he would have had to sit on the bench so they didn't get blown. So he could have kept playing because he would have fouled out. KD's gonna hit him with a come here.
The little swat,
Yep, that swipe through. He was busting their ass with that Kobe.
bro.
Come
it
here.
was a good series, but it would have been a little bit better if Giannis would have guarded them. Like competitive wise, that'd have been nice to see them two going at it.
Yeah,
but
that would have been a classic series.
Yeah.
The only classic we got was from KD.
Giannis would have got embarrassed probably. So it's like,
Would've been great
I don't
for
blame
TV.
That man already kind of embarrasses himself.
yeah, like that free throw line shit. That shit's
That's
Bro, Drew Holiday shot 5 for 23 from the field.
that man. I don't know what he was doing the whole entire series.
That's
Is he better than Eric Bledsoe? I know that might be a dumb question, but I'm being dead serious because I thought Eric Bledsoe was good. Don't get me wrong, I thought Eric Bledsoe was cold. So then when I seen they traded, I'm like, they just swapped players in a sense because I feel like Eric Bledsoe and them are the same type of player. But then again, I'm finding out Drew Holiday is a very good defensive player and stuff. But I was just like so confused. I'm like, Eric Bledsoe shoots 3 good. I'm like, so lost. But I don't know because I ain't gonna lie, I didn't watch a lot of Milwaukee. Like
Nobody
when
does till the
you know,
playoffs.
I'm not watching a lot of them. I didn't know what Eric Bledsoe was doing before the Pelicans. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I just would hear chatter and I would see clips and highlights, of course. I wasn't watching the game. But I was watching Drew Holiday because I feel like Drew Holiday is making noise in New Orleans and stuff. But I don't know. So, like, where do y'all rank Eric Bledsoe and where do you rank Drew Holiday? Like, that's why I'm confused.
I might put Drew Holiday above Eric Bledsoe. I'm not
how
gonna say
much,
he's
though? Like,
tremendously better.
No.
Consistent defender.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's about it.
Size, too? Or are they the same height?
No,
Eric Bledsoe
Drew's
is short.
Drew's
Okay,
a lot
yeah, that's
bigger.
what I thought. All right, well, that's fair. I just didn't know. I was confused on that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no. They're both
Yeah, yeah, they both some.
Yeah, I could tell, bro, because that's horrible.
We're gonna skip on to the next Game 7, the one we were all probably excited to see. All Oklahoma people here right now. We're living in the O. This Atlanta Hawks versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Big Game 7, man. Let's rewind before we get into this Game 7. Let's go back to the Game 6 real quick.
Yeah,
Philly up 25, 26.
a lot. I thought it was like 27 at
27?
one
Yeah, I
point.
was going to say, I thought it was, but I didn't want to be mistaken. 27 points at halftime. Am I correct? Maybe a little bit earlier than that.
It might have been the third, I
The
think.
third.
Even
Yeah.
third.
They were in there a little bit.
And you fucked that off.
To the first time team in the playoffs, the Young Cats.
A whole bunch of young guys. Nobody was there in that Jeff Teague, Dennis Schroeder, Paul Millsap, Al Horford run. No one's there. Bunch of young guns. How
And
do
y'all got
you-
all vets too and a couple of champs.
Right. And you have arguably one of the better defensive teams in the NBA. You have some scorers. You got Joel Embiid, second MVP runner. You got what they said what might have been the defensive player of the year in Ben Simmons. And you let Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, fucking
How you say his last name?
Huerter, Herter, whatever, however the hell you want
Somebody
to
say
say.
y'all let Harry Potter little homie beat y'all.
Yeah, I said, they let
Come
Ron
on.
Weasley beat their ass.
Come on, bro.
John Collins, Danilo Gallinari was showing his ass all series.
Hooping.
I got to give him his respect.
Bro, he showed out.
It's, but I just wanted to put that there. You're one of the best defensive teams. Was it second in the East?
Coached by Doc Rivers too.
Coached by Doc Rivers.
Respectable championship coach.
Right, right. Just had multiple successful seasons, but not since. I mean, if you compare it to that Celtics run when there was winning rings,
Yeah.
and then you could lose and you go to a game 7 in Philly. In Philly, you're not in Atlanta. You don't have that whole the coaches
And he
the
was up
refs
too.
up.
They shouldn't even got to the game 7 with the Hawks. I thought the 76ers was going to blow them out, mainly because of size and just level of experience. I guess I underestimated the Hawks. Trust me, I thought and knew Trae Young was still going to get to it some way.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, who knows if Kevin Herter is going to do what he needs to do. Gallinari, I feel like, can be inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, that's it. I mean, John Collins is a pretty good player, but, like, you're not expecting them to beat the 76ers. You're not.
And
You're not.
Yeah, at the same time, they won the first game, so you thought they would have got, like, the 76ers' attention and woke them up and been like,
Yeah.
all right, this is going to be, like, a
Exactly.
little bit of a challenge. But these niggas never woke up and were just like, lackadaisical.
But then sometimes it happen. Like, sometimes the team will win the first game and then the team will just blow them out. Because, like, oh, we underestimated them. Let's get to it. And it's like they just was like,
Yeah.
still wasn't taking them serious or something. I don't know. That threw me off, bro. I was not expecting the Hawks to win that game. Like, I really was not.
me neither. Udo.
Not at all, man. I feel like that's gonna be on Doc Rivers too, though. 7 games, he got to make some adjustments. He's not supposed to make it that far against a young team like that, especially when you have that much experience on one team compared to an interim head coach.
Right, literally.
He just got
a
in
sub.
like 40 games ago.
Dude, I did hear that. I was like, when they announced it, said he's an
Yeah.
interim head coach. I said, what the?
Yeah,
I was like, what the hell? Doc Rivers let? And I seen what the hell's his name? Goddamn, I kind of went blank. But it was a former player. He was talking shit about Doc Rivers.
Oh, Josh Smith, I seen that.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like,
Really?
talking about how Doc Rivers is trying, knock Paul George's play and saying like he's gonna have to play the same type of ball with Ty Lue and whatever.
Mhm.
And like, look where the Clippers at, look where y'all at. Y'all niggas at home and shit.
It's true.
He was on Doc Rivers' ass. He started talking about his wife and all kind of shit though. So I
Yeah.
ain't even gonna, but he was on that. He was like, you can't make adjustments. That's why your wife wanted to divorce you. I was
Oh,
like,
God.
whoa.
So that's why your wife want to divorce you twice. That's it.
Oh,
bro.
my
He was
God.
on his
Personal
ass.
with
I don't
that
know what they problem is.
That's
but
why
it's serious.
Austin Rivers don't go home. But no, man, I gotta put this out there. Literally, Trae Young had the shittiest game
Off the whole season.
of his fucking playoff career. This man had like 2. He only made 2 shots, I swear, in the first 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Like not free throws, just regular shots.
He was definitely like, I think 2 for 17 in the third quarter. The beginning of the third, I'm pretty sure.
Bruh.
Once after halftime.
Trae Young had 21 points, 10 assists, 5 of 23 shooting, 2 of 11 from 3. He had his worst game, shittiest game. And you know who won? The 3 motherfuckers Alex just named that was the most flaky motherfuckers the whole time. Kevin Herter went off.
Danilo
Kevin-
Gallinari.
Well, Danilo Gallinari had the steal and dunk to seal it.
Oh, my God.
John Collins.
John Collins had like 14.16 rebounds.
Most
And see, when you
basic
talk
ever.
about coaching, those 3 or 4 plays where Trey was just throwing it to Capella and Capella was dunking that mug. And I'm like, come on. And then they eventually stopped. They stopped a few times. But I'm like, y'all should have been stopping that.
Right.
That's in the game plan. We know Trey Young throwing that oop to Capella every time.
Right. But I will say that because you got to watch for so many things on so many levels with Trey, because he might hit your ass with that floater real quick, so you got to pop out and do that. But if you do that, then he's hitting Capella, John Collins. You know that boy got the damn Sharingan in his fucking eyeball.
Like between the floater and the oop, all the motions is just all the same, so you don't even know what you're guarding.
It's hard to go. I didn't see Joel Embiid try to. He was like, bro, which one you finna do? They couldn't. They tried to put Ben Simmons on him, 6'11", on a 6'1" point guard.
That didn't work.
He's so versatile, bro. While I was watching, I'm like, this man really good, bro.
Man, still
I
average.
think there's Tony in the building.
Hey man, shout out to my guy. He coming in here a little late and shit. Yeah. Huh? Shit.
No,
You can come in here.
We're about 30
You
minutes.
want to pull up a seat?
You can come here.
You can come in here, bro.
Squeeze in.
Hey man, we had the big four, man. Yeah, man.
And I'll just throw it to Alex if he talks.
Hello? No, you good. I could just keep control of the camera. Come get the chair.
All right, we finna set
What we
this
on?
up.
What we talking about?
Hey man, we talking about
This sounds
Atlanta
good.
and the 76ers.
T.Y. go crazy. Talk to him one time.
We just talked to him one time.
I got you.
Hey man, I appreciate it. I'm glad that you made it. I definitely wasn't expecting you to. You know you can chill sometimes. You know you stay on the go.
Nah, I had to go.
Like I
You know,
said.
we got recording Twine tonight anyway.
Well, I know that, man, but I was expecting you to relax because I just want to say this man just came off a full day from working, waking up at damn near 6 a.m, went to work, then went and coached how many basketball games?
4.
4 basketball games, then drove all the way back just to do the podcast. That's love. And I just want to say I appreciate you.
How'd y'all do?
You know, we win often. But freshman lost, so I lost my mind. But it's okay.
So, Tom, we got to get yours because we've been missing some of your opinions, man. 76ers in Atlanta. How you feeling?
Rightly
You watched
so.
the game?
Yeah, I watched it last night.
Mm-hmm.
Rightly so. It happened. I didn't know Joel Embiid was hurt. So the fact that he was hurt, I was like, oh, they're going to limit his minutes, yada, 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 so on and so forth. But for the Hawks to win and T.Y. to really play offensively bad was impressive, to be honest. But the Sixers just didn't look like they wanted to win that game in total. So I don't think the role guys, obviously Ben Simmons was horrific, but like it's just, you know, you better guys got to step up in those times. And if they ain't going to do that, then you take that L. Because all of the Hawks role players did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And even with Bogdanovich hurt or whatever, the other cat, I don't know how to say his last name right. Herbert.
Herder. He said Herbert.
Pewter.
Yeah.
Huerter.
He's not Mexican.
I don't know what he is, bro.
But
He got red hair.
to it. He was going crazy. So
Yeah.
I'm happy for T.Y. from Oklahoma's standpoint, obviously. But I really think that if you know everything can play there, they'll take the Bucks 6-7 games maybe. So
Okay.
I just don't know if the Sixers was healthy enough. You know, obviously didn't know the roles good enough to make a run at it, but the Hawks is going to get into it.
Because the Tobias Harris played like shit.
He struggled, yes. But Ben Simmons was the worst in history. I ain't never seen no basketball player play that bad in the playoffs ever.
I don't know who he's scared of on Atlanta.
Man, he shot 3 shots in 7 games in the fourth quarter.
He's getting paid millions.
I seen a stat that said he shot 34%. In the same NBA that Shaquille O'Neal and Will Chamberlain played in, he has the worst free throw percentage in the playoffs with these 70% free throw attempts.
So I'm going to put it like this. Do you like it or not like it how Coach McMillan played it with the hack of Simmons? Because, you know, before they was always complaining about, you know, that's not basketball, blah, 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 when they did that shit to Shaq and they did it to Dwight and people didn't like it. But, you know, everybody's kind of championing it because he's making adjustments. But, you know, at one point that was kind of frowned upon to do that because it's kind of, people feel like it's cheating the game.
You can say what you want about cheating the game, but at the end of the day, it's a strategy. It's a phenomenal strategy for the situation. You can have Joel Embiid take advantage of whoever guarding him, or Ben Simmons shoot a free throw.
Right.
I'm taking the chance with Ben Simmons at the free throw line 99% of the time within that situation. And if obviously you know, it's not fun to watch, but it got him the win. So the coach made the right decision by hack-a-shacking him.
There's a bug on you.
You
He getting it
outside.
though. The hell? Anyway, so but
Through a web when I came.
wouldn't the argument be though he just make free throws?
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like he should just make free throws. He's not Shaq size. I mean he up there, but he ain't Shaq size.
Right.
Free throws is based on touch and mental awareness at the line. Some people like if you think about it, Trae Young go to the line, one dribble, knockdown. You get LeBron, take him a while.
Giannis.
Freak, take them a while because they just not confident in that moment, no matter how free it is. But then you got guys that are good at shooting free throws, like Trae Young, CP3, those type of guys. But then you get him, he's like, I don't want to shoot this.
So what do y'all think? Y'all think it's mental?
Yeah,
It's
Or
got
you think it's his jumper?
Absolutely.
especially in the
mental.
playoffs. Especially in the playoffs, because Tristan Thompson can make free throws.
It's fact.
He was straight to Tristan Thompson. Hey yo, how you like the hack of Simmons mentality?
I'm just like at this point, like if you can't make your free throws, like I'm taking advantage of it. Like you're in the NBA, and like if you can't get past that mental like aspect of it, like make your free throws, I'm taking advantage of it. Like you said, it's a strategy.
Hell yeah. How you feeling, Udo?
I feel the exact same way. You got to be able to make your free throws if you're gonna be in the league, getting paid millions on millions, like
And it's
hundreds of. I'm talking like generational type. You know what I'm saying. So free throws is just a basic part of the game. You got to be able to let 1 out of 2, man. That's all we asking for. Just
That's
1
it.
out of 2. You don't be scared to like make and take shots. Just at least try to take these shots.
Like,
Okay. So
Giannis is out here missing free throws and still out here being aggressive with it. So
for sure. So
He's
I,
taking a risk. He think he can make 2.
right.
Giannis is confident enough to
He'll
make
try
2.
it. He's like,
But
fuck it.
in that situation, honestly, in my opinion, just sub him out. He wasn't shooting no shots. He ain't really. I mean, he did a good job on TY for the most part, but outside of that, the risk and the reward wasn't good. Like you just let him sit, put whoever else was in, back up, and then let him get to it.
Okay. So quick question. We'll go around the table. Game 6. If they don't hack Ben Simmons, do the Hawks win that game?
They start doing the hack at what time? When did they start doing the hack? After like 2 minutes, right?
Probably. Yeah, they have to do it. You have to do it before the 2-minute mark now, I believe, or it's a technical. And if you do it off ball, it's a technical or whatever. So you have to do it before the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, I believe. So do you believe? Because remember, Philly was up 27 points on the Hawks. Do you believe that Philly takes that game, or do you feel like without that strategy, they still win that game?
The strategy finalized the game, but in my opinion, the league nowadays, 30-point leads don't mean nothing. Like it's really weird how you can have a 30-point lead and in the blink of an eye, it's 7-8 points. You're like, dude, you should run. Old days, they running away with that. 40-point win, 50-point win, whatever it may be. Nowadays, it's like the game is so based on runs, but the runs can be really, really long. Like D-Book's run, 16 points straight. It's a long run. You know what I mean? So, but then you get it. You're like, okay, I got 8. I'm down by 8 now. We got 6 minutes left. What do we do now? And a lot of times in the league, you can't go shot for shot and beat another team only down by 8 or 6 that late.
Right.
So you're like, I'm going to take this risk. He going to miss these free throws. So you take his 1 free throw to TY's 3 points, you're going to start cutting that lead. So it was the right decision for them to finalize that game because they knew they needed it more than anything.
Oh yeah. Ayo.
same thing. Yeah, they're not going to win that game without that aspect of it. But at the same time, if Ben makes a couple of his free throws, it's not even a conversation. So, yeah, you got to put it on that.
Okay. Alex?
I'm with you on that one, Tony. I agree.
Udo?
Yeah,
Same
put on
thing?
Ben on that one.
I feel the same way because he also bought him time just in case they didn't have him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's the most important part. He's missing free throws. He's not getting points, but no time's running off.
Yeah, stop the clock.
True. Getting some breathers in there.
Hey, big question, though. Like, as a front office for the 76ers, are you kicking yourself in the ass you didn't get James Harden for Ben Simmons now?
I didn't know that was an option, but I'd seen that on Twitter. But yeah, I would.
They
for
were
sure.
in the.
Was that like a
they were in
legit
the market.
offer?
You don't remember
There
that?
was,
Y'all remember
but-
that?
No, I don't
Yeah,
remember
it
that.
was talk.
The Nets
It was
were-
them or the Nets.
Because I think I was at practice and James Harden just got traded one day. It was like, boom. That's how it
But
happened.
no,
for
they
me.
were talking about it, but they said they believed in Ben, and then now we're here.
A 50% James Harden better than Ben Simmons. That's just the reality of it.
What do y'all think it is, though, like, mentally? Do you think it's just pressure from, like, he's been too much pressure on him or something? Because that one particular layup, I know what y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When he passed
Tweeted
that up,
about it.
Yeah, the end of the
like,
game.
come on, bro. So I'm like, is it pressure? Because he was getting comparison to LeBron and all these big people. I'm like, what is it, bro? Because
It's just confidence in it. Like, to make a shot, you got to be able to take a shot. So, like, to gain confidence, he has to take more of the shots. And once he starts making them, he'll start believing in them. But right now, he's not even taking them, so he doesn't even have the thought, I can make this shit at all.
Man,
You're going to have to get mad at me because you passed up. I don't give a fuck. If I'm 6'11", like 220, 230, and Trae Young is going to foul me, I'm going up and try to dunk either
Yeah,
way.
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Oldham would have.
Right.
Oldham would have, for real.
Jake, I'm not going to expect Trae Young's going to stop me from getting the ball above my waist, and I'm not finishing that.
he said old him like been in the league 6 years.
I don't even think it's been that long.
Yeah,
But
I'm
the-
just saying
the-
it's funny to
the
say
rookie Ben?
the old him.
The
you
rookie
know?
Ben was putting you in the rim. What's good?
He's only 24.
Yeah,
That's what's funny.
It don't matter. No matter what, he was getting to the bucket dunking on you back then.
Game
Now you like,
Yeah,
is Cuz even on the floor?
Yeah.
That's what you be wondering. Like, dang, yeah, you supposed to be the man.
Game
Now
6
you-
gave him PTSD.
You didn't even shoot a layup, bro.
Someone made that man scared. Was talking shit to him and got to him.
Yeah. Udo?
He was even scared to just attempt. He might get fouled. That's why he's scared to even attempt it.
Right.
I ain't think about that.
Yeah, that's his nervous. That's
Yeah.
nervous.
If he
He's just
attempts
straight
it.
traumatized. Like if I get fouled, I would miss this layup. We get no points.
Shit out of it.
Damn, I ain't think about that. Yeah, me.
But there's a higher chance he makes a layup and one than make a free throw. So at least attempt it.
Right.
That's my issue. You are a dunker. You're strong. Go finish. And he passed to the other dude. I don't even know the other dude's name.
Matthias.
Whoever that is. He tried to go to whatever between all that. I'm like, man, that's your dunk, bro. You needed that.
And the
Yeah.
crazy thing is, he passed it to Matthias. Matthias had John Collins and who was it?
And
Clint Capella?
I think was it Herder on him as well?
He was double teaming his
Yeah.
shit. Ben Simmons had one-on-one Trae Young under the rim. You gave it to this second-year ass dude who's all defense. There's not too many all defense that's all offense. I'm gonna put it like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And he saw Trae Young. I just think he saw a black jersey. He was like, shit.
Yeah.
He was like, hell no. So the big question's been going around all day. You know, this is still a fresh topic. Ben Simmons is on the trading block. Who do you trade him for? Who does Philly need, and who needs Ben Simmons? I'm gonna go with you first, Udo.
I don't think anyone wants a $140 million contract that don't want to attempt any shots in the fourth quarter. So it's going to be hard to find value for that. I'm thinking Portland, man.
Portland.
Dame for Ben, just straight across. If Portland wants that, but obviously you can't swap out
Nah.
45% at the 3-point line for not even going to attempt. So
That's true.
outside of that, I don't know who else is going to want. Because I feel like him in Portland, he's going to be surrounded by at least a good amount of shooters. And he's going to have at least a little bit of I don't say, because defense, don't got no defense in Portland.
No, they don't even believe in that over there.
No, they're watered down Nets.
They don't even believe in that over there.
So, yeah, outside of that, because I feel like he would be a great addition to spice up that defense a little bit. But Portland and Dame, then you put Dame anywhere.
Yeah, damn good anyway.
They ain't gonna have yellow and gold on next, or purple and gold on. So
No, I'm
I
hoping
hope, but man, the Lakers got to make that happen.
they'll trade the whole roster, screw it.
so. Okay.
They can trade the coach.
You're dumb, bro. He said trade the coach.
Trade the coach. I don't care. LeBron
KCP
coaching.
all them, bro. If I call them KCP.
Damian
Kurt Kuzma.
Lillard or Bradley Beal?
I'm taking Dame.
Yeah.
I'm taking Dame too on me.
Bradley ain't won enough for me to believe in Brad. I know his team is bad, but that's why I wouldn't take that. Dame is it's over with once you get to there. Once you get to there,
Touching the watch.
it's on.
I just be waiting for the third quarter anytime he play. I just know he gonna be down 20, 30. He gonna get you back in the third.
Man.
Right. Oh, go ahead.
No, I say Mr. Alexander Taylor
You
himself.
think Kemba Walker would be bad?
Kimba to the Nets.
I like because he got traded to the Thunder, so I'm thinking Thunder's probably figuring out what they want to do with him. I'm assuming they're gonna trade him out. I'm like, that wouldn't be that
Yeah,
bad.
they're gonna get rid of him.
I hope so.
I wouldn't be. Kimba with the 76ers, I feel like be better than
Kimba's trash.
Ben.
He needs
I
to go
wouldn't
to
say
a
trash,
team.
but he got hurt, did he not? Wasn't he hurt?
Yeah, that's what I think. That's why they said they traded him. They said
Don't
they was
matter
worried
anymore.
about his knee.
Doesn't matter no more. He's not good.
Yeah, he needs to go to a team where he's the primary scorer, not the ball handler.
No.
If it's the facilitator, he is
Here,
going
so
to be
we can lose a bunch
trash.
of
Why are we
games like
saying
we're supposed
Kemba
to.
Walker trash? Like
I didn't say trash. I just said not very good.
Kemba Walker thinks with Okay, but I'm saying with someone like the 76ers, he has a lot of other people to pass. It's not like he got to be focused.
He's just too much of a defensive liability for me. Like, what's that man doing out there, especially if he's not making shots?
The nigga gonna score free throws and not gonna be pussy about.
You want to know my opinion?
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
There's a free agent list right now, and Lonzo Ball on it. Lonzo Ball, go to the Sixers, move Ben to the 4, and play it that way.
I will
And play it that
co-sign.
way.
Aaron said that. I think Aaron was one of the people who were saying Ben Simmons need to get his big ass on the block, and Dante too.
If he's
Shout out
not
my
gonna shoot,
Dante.
if he's not gonna shoot, just put him there, because then he could be a stretch 4 that you ain't got to worry about shooting, but that can rebound well, athletic, finish at the rim,
Dribble,
Fine player.
you know, all that. And then if he can fine tune himself to kind of be like Julius Randle from 2, you know, that type. Okay, cool. That'd be a fit. But as a point guard, it's just not fitting for him right now. So get Lonzo Ball there, who's pass first. Hit him in transition. They can swing to the shooters. It's just a good fit.
They'll be
Turn
cold.
him into like a Giannis.
Yeah,
in
they
a
would be
sense.
tough.
They'll be cold with Lonzo Ball on that team.
And he a free agent. You know, you can get, you know, a bag of diapers for Lonzo. He'll probably come and then all
This
good.
man is cool.
I'm sorry, Lonzo.
He's
I'm
going to
on
the
your ass,
Clippers.
too. I forgot about that. We supposed to.
I was waiting for you to say something earlier.
So
About what?
Because you said
DJ said. You said something about the Clippers trading Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, that was in the group yesterday.
no.
Kawhi, what do you call his? What do you call it? What do you call his
injury prone?
His contract's over this year.
Oh,
Oh, you're free
He's a
agent.
free agent.
So it's Paul George.
So
But you talking about getting Paul George at number 2? Paul George ain't number 1. So where you gonna put him?
Not
Number
right
two?
now.
I
That's
mean,
number one.
if he beats Phoenix, you build this team around Paul George.
Ain't no way.
look at Tony's face. Man.
I said
He
if.
said
See,
what?
look, that's
Okay,
an
so
if.
if
That's
you
they're
think-
not gonna
let
win.
me ask you a question. Who's
They're not.
better, D Book or Paul George?
I mean, as
Currently.
currently,
today.
of course, D Book.
Okay. That's all I
But
gotta
all
say.
I'm gonna say is
What-
the Clippers team is supposed to be like better.
I agree on
as a
paper.
full-
On paper, it's always supposed to be. You heard see what happened last year, Spank City. This year's mess around gonna be Spank City.
Okay.
Blow the whole team up. Sell them.
I'm just saying,
Hey,
both of you was on that train of getting on my wave, and Clips won.
Hey,
Well,
do
wait.
you trust? Hold on.
Everybody-
Go ahead, Alex.
on.
Do you trust? But okay, so I'm saying I trust. If I see Kawhi Leonard and them Clippers, I'm like, oh, they might beat the Lakers. With healthy, I'm not might. I'm just gonna say it might be a good competition. Might go Game 7. If it's Paul George and the Clippers against the full healthy Lakers, I'm like, fucking, they get blown out.
Sweet.
That's how I'm looking. I'm saying Paul George ain't built like Kawhi Leonard. I get what you mean with the contract situation, but I'm just saying I don't think because Kawhi Leonard contract up, you build the team around Paul George.
I don't know
think
if
you
you
send
can.
him somewhere.
I don't know if you can.
I don't think you could build a team around Paul George. I think you send him somewhere.
around him though. But like you can add a few pieces to 1, 2, 3 it. Okay, cool. But I don't know if he can be the number one option. And then you build guys like who do you put around Paul George for your team to be good? You think?
That's
Because you play with he
got
played
a
Russ.
solid point
Obviously,
guard.
well,
that was-
but Russ. That's what I'm saying. He's playing with Russ, who you already know Russ is the number one.
Right.
There wasn't a question about that. Then you take him over to Clippers. Kawhi is the
Yeah.
number one. It's not a question.
and he wasn't bad with the Pacers, but even then, they weren't making
that-
the runs. But
but
he
at
was
the
getting
same
to
time-
it.
He has some decent
by
pieces
himself.
though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Who
Larry
is this?
Stevenson.
I'm saying, what, who's that fucking? I don't even remember. George Hill.
Who was that scene? Who was that center?
David
Roy
West.
Hibbert.
Miles Turner.
Roy Hibbert used to
Roy
get
Roy
hurt,
Hibbert,
too.
David
Miles
Mess,
Turner.
Ian Mahimi.
They had a little squad, man.
They did have a little
a
team.
little squad.
That was the
They're
best.
coming out
LeBron-
the east of a
LeBron was tapping at them.
He was
Oh,
tapping
my.
ass.
That's true.
Lord,
Greatness.
That's true.
just a little stepbrother in that man.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
That's why I said big ass if. I don't think that he can do it. But I didn't think they were gonna beat the Jazz. That's what I'm saying. If he does it and shows you he can do it, especially like in the playoffs, I think you just build a team around him.
How old is PG?
He gotta be 30.
2 probably 31.
something like that?
He's an OG.
Not a super OG, but he's
Yeah,
He been in there for a minute.
it hasn't been that long. Let me see.
He's about the same age as Kawhi. I think they both came out the same year.
You know what? That sounds about right.
I think
Kawhi.
because he went fresh.
Yeah, he's 31.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know who is it. Who did Paul George? Was it Kawhi or Paul George? One of them got traded in that draft. They might have been for
It was
each other,
cool.
but it was ridiculous. Just
I think it was
No,
Paul
I
George
think
got
Paul George
traded
got
by
traded
Utah
yeah,
to for I forgot who.
I'm not sure.
Some dude that flamed out in like 2-3 years.
It was
in a
ugly.
dunk contest or something like that once. I remember that exactly. That Utah kid that was in a dunk contest like
Mhm.
2013.
I don't know.
So we're gonna go right now. These playoffs that we got cooking up. We got Atlanta Hawks and the Bucks finna come up. How are y'all feeling about that? How many games? Let me know right now. I don't want no changing that shit. Oh yeah, we'll change it as we go if it really gets different. Let me go.
I'm gonna take mine
we want
around.
a guarantee. We want one of them guarantees. boy.
I'm gonna guarantee it.
Oh,
right,
guaranteed. What you got? Atlanta Bucks.
I'm going to Atlanta 4-3.
Oh wow. Ooh, wow.
I'm riding
Out
with
the
it.
gate.
I'm riding with it.
Who's guarding Giannis? That's
It's
the
Old
question.
City Love.
You see, obviously, Chris Middleton, the one you really got to worry about. So if you can slow down Middleton, you got a chance to win.
I can't be mad at that.
Kevin Herter.
Who?
Kevin Herter.
Exactly what I said. Too.
He's guarding Chris Middleton.
Double teaming.
With Trae Young.
Well, who else on the Bucks that's gonna hurt you?
Drew Holiday if he's left open because you got to guard Chris Middleton.
Okay, let's talk about the Drew Holiday stats real quick. Does anybody know what the last game stats was? I want you to answer it.
He has 13
Yeah.
points. He shot 5 for 23 from the field.
Okay, talk about it. He scored 3 of those shots in the fourth quarter. So the whole game before that, he was 2 for 20. You don't even have to guard him. He's going to shoot 20 times and make it twice for 4 quarters.
This guy here.
So if I was a coach, hey, double off Drew every time.
He said off Drew.
If he scored 15, cool, we gonna win this game.
Okay.
Long as Chris Middleton don't get 30, 28, 30, you good. But I don't know if they play defense well. Now, can they handle Trae? I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's going to be tough for them. It's going to be a tough
I
stick
think
for Drew.
offensively, the Hawks have more firepower from 3 that can
For sure.
take them over the hump with the Bucks. The Bucks got too many 2-point powers. You know, Brook Lopez probably your best 3-point shooter. Middleton been in the lane quite a bit shooting mid range, and then obviously Antetokounmpo can throw a rock in the river.
Yeah.
So you just take it for what it is.
So you don't think Giannis going off for 50 every game?
He might go for 50,
I
but
think
they
he
might
going.
only score 79.
I'm just saying.
So if they score 79, and Trae Young gonna score about 35 himself, whatever the situation.
And have 10 assists.
Bogdanovich, Collins gonna have 15, 20. So then you win 90-79. You
I honestly don't want the Hawks to win. I feel like they go to the finals, they're gonna get fucking swept, and it's not gonna be interesting finals.
I don't care. No,
I think if
you
the
got to beat
Bucks
the
get
Hawks
there,
now.
then-
You got to beat the Hawks now for
I
real.
think if the Bucks get to the finals, it's gonna be more interesting. But
I hate watching the Bucks play. I just
no, it's not good.
It's a-
I don't want to watch it
because
either.
you got Kawhi's little brother, so it's ugly. Chris Middleton just shooting little pull up. Antetokounmpo just
Long.
doing whatever he does, and then who else? Brook Lopez look bored. He be out there just, please throw it to me at the 3. But
Right.
he ain't getting no rebounds.
No.
7 foot tall. I
No.
don't even know the other players.
They got Giannis' little brother in there.
Yeah, they got the Nassus.
He coming
Couple
in right
minutes.
around and do nothing.
Best hype man in the game.
They best hype man in the game.
I see my man get in the game for just for the free throws. As soon as he hopped in the line and started bouncing, I was like, my man, they're just shooting free throws.
Hey, the Nassus look like they do. Like, coach, if it's only a minute, I got
Let me
you.
get
I got you. I'm gonna give you the best minute of my life. Shout out to Nassus, man. That's just funny.
You
Hey,
already
yo.
know, as soon as Giannis out of there, he out.
Oh yeah, he ain't got no more love for them. He's gonna fuck him.
He might retire.
put his shit in the rafters. Hey yo, Bucks, Atlanta. Who you got?
No guarantee.
See, he said no guarantee.
I'm taking mine.
I'm putting that as a sound drop for next episode. By the way.
No
So,
guarantee?
I'm
Fuck
having
it.
a guarantee on that. My wife.
Bet.
I like it. Shit. I gotta say Bucks 4-2.
Bucks
I'm
4-2.
just really questioning who's about to guard Giannis. And then once they try to condense the paint, they're gonna kick it out. And I don't think the Bucks are gonna be that bad shooting again. Because they were shit the whole entire series. I don't know why or what happened, but they couldn't make a shot to save their fucking life. And I don't see that happening again like that.
Might be a dry
So,
spell.
I think I see Giannis averaging 50 points a game on John Collins.
What?
And then
How much?
50.
Come on, Capella sit on that.
He said Capella. Who's guarding Brook Lopez?
Pella's sitting
No,
on the
Collins.
3-point line.
Collins will get babied in there. He had
There's a
to
bigger chance Capella blocks or alters Antetokounmpo's shot than Collins,
for sure.
just because he's bigger. Obviously, Blake Griffin showed the bigger, stronger person is the more fitting person to guard Antetokounmpo.
But do you think, he can move side to side enough? Because
No,
Giannis
I
can.
don't. I do not believe that. But you have a chance of him altering his shots compared to just getting dunked on by
True.
like Collins, possibly.
And Brook Lopez versus John Collins is like me trying to guard you in the paint.
Brook Lopez don't post up. You ever notice that?
That's true.
That wouldn't, and even when he does, they do not throw him the ball.
And they need to, but that was they had to. They had to.
Last game, he was posted up on who was he? Who was one of the point guards? He's screaming for the ball. They swing it, wing.
Probably
He
Bruce
just
Brown.
walk out to the three. All of a sudden, the ball come.
They're like, move, let Giannis get in there.
Exactly, bro. Like throw it to him. He shoot a layup. That's easy money, but they just don't throw it to him.
Man,
I don't think they realize how nice Brook used to be.
bro, I'm telling you, it's just a luxury now that he can shoot. Udo, who you got, fam? I need the games. I need the counter. How many?
I'm thinking 4-2 Milwaukee.
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
Tony's tripping, bro.
I won my 50 bone when I picked the Nets wouldn't make the Eastern Conference Finals 3 months ago. I won my money
We said the same shit.
on this. I
Yeah.
said it with my white homie 3 months ago. He gonna look at me. You're a dumbass. Nah. I text him. I said, "Who dumbass?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I'm taking this prediction. I'm riding with it like
You just riding with it because you bet money on it. Though.
Did
I
you
didn't.
bet?
I didn't bet on this one.
Did you bet Atlanta to beat Philly?
No.
Now you got
I thought you
Atlanta.
made 2 bets.
What?
I thought
You
you made 2
did.
bets.
There's another one you
There was
owe
another
50
one.
on.
Remember you said.
You won
Oh,
the
that was-
barbershop, buddy.
Yeah, I was. I still own 50. I see him on Saturday.
He said, I'll see my I did
Lost
check
that one.
clear.
That
Alex,
was something else. I don't remember.
it was another
It was
series.
another series.
I forgot what it was. That's what you said. I
Probably
don't
the
know.
Lakers or something.
No, it was. No, I'll think of it in a sec. I can't remember.
Jazz Clippers on
I got the Bucks 4-3.
4-3.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go to 7, but I damn sure don't think. Like I said, I think size and everything. I don't think the Hawks gonna be able to do it. Giannis gonna get through it. I know you don't be putting respect on his name, but
It's not that I ain't never said he's bad. He's just not skilled.
Yeah, I hope
No, that's it. He's just great at what he does.
is he more skilled than Zion?
Duh. What? Duh. At least he can. Zion just. Coach, I'm tired.
I
Get outta here.
That's what DJ reaction. I knew you was gonna say.
Zion, who better? I mean, DJ, who better? Zion.
You said it.
Antetokounmpo?
Zion.
It's better than Kumbo
Yes.
at the game of basketball.
Yes.
Who's where?
You
I'm
right.
just asking.
You right, but who has a better team around him? I heard.
Out of your example, you would say the Pelicans.
Well, no, I did not.
You would say that.
I'm saying
You act like you're
Kira
nice.
Lewis Jr. and fucking
Name the starters for the Pelicans.
Lonzo Ball, Eric Bledsoe, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Steven Adams.
You just named 5 good basketball players. Now name the 5 for the Bucks.
Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, Antetokounmpo, Brook Lopez,
Exactly my point.
PJ Tucker.
PJ.
I'm not gonna lie. That's not that bad. of them. That's not that.
That's
bad.
what I'm saying. They're
No,
not
I'm saying.
Bro,
I'm saying both of them teams
Nah,
like
he's
that.
done for the season, bro.
he was
That's
hurt.
their
Fuck
normal
that shit
stuff.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pelicans aren't a bad team. Like
They're
you
not.
just named
They're
that.
just-
I'm like that. Don't sound like a
they're
bad
just-
squad.
they're
They're
young.
Zion's the worst on the roster, I think. That's just
Look, I'm not gonna lie.
Skilled,
Compared to
skilled.
the Bucks, I'm like, they ain't a bad team.
skilled.
But that I think that's where you show though. You put Giannis on the Pelicans team.
Yeah, they don't do that shit.
Like I tell everybody else, send me a video where Zion do something skilled.
Send me a video where Giannis do something besides
But
longer than you.
you don't even see Zion try to pat nothing.
I ain't seen Giannis hit it in and out in 5 years.
But he ain't got to though.
Hold
what
on.
I'm saying.
Blake Griffin's guarding me. Crossover. He ain't nobody
gonna lie.
moving.
Yeah.
Get your lane and one. Zion just
Hey, who hit you with a mean ass in and out?
Yes.
that's it.
That mean.
I ain't never seen him do another dribble move.
Hey.
In and out, spin move, or in and out, dunk. There's only 2 options you got.
Hey, the shit
If
was.
Giannis could do that, he'd do it. I guarantee it.
No, he wouldn't.
If Giannis could get to the rim as easy as Zion, he's not doing
As
it.
easy as Zion. It's easier.
No.
Okay.
No. Blake
Okay.
Blake Griffin, all them was getting bullied all season.
In regular season, when he played with Detroit,
No.
with the Nets, he different. I'm back.
What Steve, like I said, Stephen A. said he robbed the Pistons. He ended up for 2 years, bro.
Yeah, he's straight up. He didn't even dunk no more. He said screw it.
I ain't gonna lie though, but the fact that we ain't got to see the 76ers versus the Bucks is a great thing.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna see Ben Simmons and Giannis play the same type of basketball. It's just horrible.
Yeah, it's gonna be the biggest, ugliest game of basketball
Oh,
ever.
Jesus.
Seth Curry is gonna be MVP.
Final score is 88-85.
Yeah.
And Tacumbo was 66.
So, all right, we're gonna go to the other side. Western Conference Finals. We got the Clippers. We got the Suns. I need a count. I need who wins. Oh wow. This man says a
Go
broom.
talk to him. That's how I feel. If CP3 come back next game, if he come back next game,
It's just COVID though, so he should be back.
I think he should. But you know,
They say he has no symptoms.
they're trying to hold my man. He was with his kids the other day.
Making TikTok with his kids.
So if they don't let him back, okay, I give him one. But if he come back next game, it's sweep city. That's just how I see it.
I think he's vaccinated, by the way. I just want to.
He is. They said that. Everyone said
Okay.
that.
They said the protocol someone's vaccinated is way
different,
shorter.
shorter.
Because they give us 10 days if you're not vaccinated. Because
It
remember,
better
it was
be
14.
5. Right.
And it was 10. So if you're vaccinated, it has to be like 4 or 5.
Okay.
Hopefully he's back.
And he's been quarantined at home? Oh, yeah. I think he's going to come back.
Hey yo, let me get the counter.
I gotta say 4-2 just to make me feel better about what I said about Paul George.
Okay, so 4-2 Suns. Okay.
Pandemic peak due to come soon.
Okay, and I agree with that. But
if Kawhi comes back,
all I'm gonna say,
So is he done or not? Woj
I think he has a torn ACL.
So Woj tweeted it, and my homie that works for one of the NBA teams told us they heard in the meeting that he did tear it. So where I'm at is like, did he tear it or not? Because if he did, obviously he's done.
That shit's torn. I guarantee.
And
you.
my thing is, you ain't coming back with a partial nothing, or you know, if his knee sprain and all that, he ain't coming back all crazy. He ain't got enough time.
You think they don't want to announce that just
Yes.
because of
It'll
trade
give-
value, anything else like that?
I think it'll hurt the ratings.
All
That's
that
the
type
big
of stuff.
thing,
Like
yeah.
I'm saying, all the extra shit.
I don't know if he did or not. I just know Woj tweeted it.
Yeah.
Everybody's been saying.
Woj tweeted it, so you know Woj be talking
Yeah.
facts. So.
Woj is a secret agent.
Yeah.
He be in there
Fact.
everywhere.
So we're gonna say he tore it. He's not coming back.
Right, for sure.
And if he don't come back, it's 4-0 no matter
Yeah,
what.
it's gonna get real ugly. It might be 4-1.
4-2.
All it takes is somebody else to just get nicked up. It's over with.
Yeah. Yeah, I was doing the stats and shit, getting the information ready for the games and shit. The Clippers Suns game. Who was it? Reggie Jackson had 27 or something like that. Paul George had like 32, 35. Guess how much the third lead scorer
I
had?
think it was 8,
11.
11.
Yeah, when
Boogie Cousins.
when you send me those stats,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
looking at them like, what the hell? Like,
Like, why'd you even put that one in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
And then
nah,
They need
well,
to
I'm
play
saying, you
Boogie
see
like
the
that shit.
Suns. You see the Suns. Everybody's in double digits, and
Oh.
then you see the Clippers. It's like
That was
What the
another
hell?
thing. No one on the Suns, except for like 2 people, and they were 0 for 1. Everybody, I think it was 7
Double
players
digits?
shot
Yeah.
over 50% from the field.
That's why I told my homie, I said Chris Paul faked on and off the floor. No matter when he's there, he's taught them cats how to win. Like campaign. Campaign ain't been good in a long time.
Bruh.
He get under CP3's wing. All of a sudden, he liked that. Like I was watching, like dude is nice.
That's the legit playoff surprise. Like I remember Cameron Payne, OKC.
Trash.
He wasn't getting on the floor.
He should have been at First Baptist.
First Baptist.
Cameron Payne or Terrence Mann.
Terrence Mann better.
Cameron Payne was a bigger surprise.
Terrence Payne.
I was not expecting you to say that.
I would say so.
Really?
But Terrence Payne, I mean, man is younger, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So
I don't know
it
where he
was
came
like I watched him yesterday or the day before, whatever it was.
When
He
he
was
had that
getting to it.
39.
from. Just today.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, his upside is obviously a little better. He could probably flourish a little longer. Cameron Payne is kind of
And
just
he's
who he
bigger.
is.
Okay. Alex, what you got on that?
I got the
Suns winning?
Suns winning. I think I'm gonna say 4-3, 4-2. One of them. I'm gonna say 4-2.
Okay.
That's some haters.
Fair enough.
What you got, DJ?
I'm gonna let Udo
Oh.
go first. You know what I'm going with.
And I'm gonna go 4-1.
Damn. The Suns?
Suns gonna take care of business at home. They just need one. As soon as they get one in the Staples Center, I don't know if the Clippers gonna still call that home, but yeah, they just need one right there, and it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be no sweep. Tony bugging.
Hey, and if it is, I want you to text me and say you're a smart man.
Oh,
You
you
gonna
got-
put bread on it
you
though.
got Cap,
What's
bro.
up?
No, we're not gonna do it.
My
in
Cash
Tony,
App open.
You got Cap
Another
on your
bug
shirt.
on you?
Yeah, bro. My man is attractive. Didn't.
Killed it now. Shit. I don't know. Probably. Love some Tony, boy.
I walked through a web when I got here. I was like, wow.
So, Suns, Clippers. I got. This is what I'm gonna say.
I can't wait to hear this.
Suns won by 6
Without CP3.
without CP3, and Clippers only lost by 6 without Kawhi.
Okay.
Suns made 9 more shots.
Uh-huh.
So if they even make 4 or 5 more, they up in that. I forgot what the exact number was, but I know they made 9 more jump shots. The Clippers made 7 more threes than the Suns.
Okay.
Devin Booker only made 3, and he still had 40. If the Suns don't shoot above 50, everybody shoot above 50%. They can cut that down a little bit. If they could score a little bit more, put the ball in the basket, because Paul George almost went 10 for 30. He went 10 for 26. I think they can win. I think it'll be 4-3 Clips if Kawhi don't come back.
So
I'm riding with the Clips the whole way.
This is the situation I'm stuck with.
Mm-hmm.
So one team's going to gain their best player, the other team's not.
Right, it's true. You're
So
right.
you're saying all these ultimatums have to happen for this to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
They're about to get their best player back, who makes them even better than what they were,
You're right.
versus them being the same. So they got to play that good again just to compete with what they had. Then you had CP3. Their scoring total goes up. I would say he averaged 25 points a game last series, right? 25.5 points a game. So add that on top of what that is.
Plus all the assists is gonna be having.
But do you bank
The
them?
turnover ratio is going to be lower. The obviously probably defense efficiency is going to be higher. So now you like Reggie Jackson ain't making that many threes. He not going to get that many shots with CP3 on the floor. But Paul George going to have to score 48, 49, 50 for them to be right there in the game. Because I don't know many Clippers role players that can keep getting busy. Like that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was thinking. Like, because I was thinking like Clippers probably could win, but I'm like, do you really trust Reggie Jackson to be able to go off like
Right.
this? Do you trust Terrence Mann to be able to go like these are? I mean, DeMarcus Cousins didn't score 11, but I mean, he did have some good shots at the beginning. He hit that 3. He was kind of trying to get to it. So I'm like, you really only can count on Paul George,
Right now.
kind of.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't know what the hell.
And Pat Bev is useless.
The Suns have 5 people in double digits, and then the Clippers only had 3 people again, with DeMarcus Cousins having 11 being the third one.
And Boogie Cousins healthy. Boogie Cousins is one of the best bigs in the league.
Absolutely.
So that goes to show, like, after him, who you got?
Right. You're right.
And then
A Morris twin,
he was,
Yeah, he played like shit that
right?
game.
So then you had Pat Bev, you got, all those other old guys. You're like, who's going to step up in this situation? Rather than playing against the Suns team with CP3, who are arguably the best team in the whole playoffs.
I'm expecting. Go ahead, Alex.
No, like so you think they can win the championship?
No, I think the Bucks will beat their ass.
The Clippers?
Yes, I think the Bucks are going to
Clippers
win
or
it.
the Suns? The Bucks is,
Whoever.
oh, wow.
I don't think.
I don't see nobody
I don't
beating the
see
Suns.
anybody on the Suns being able to guard Antetokounmpo. And if you say on Ayton, then they're gonna have to guard Brook Lopez, and who's the fourth? Jay Crowder.
Yeah, sitting
But I
Brook.
think Chris Brown. I don't
You
hate
said
to say
sitting?
this.
Jay Crowder's sitting on Book.
No, on Brook in the
Yeah,
post.
Brook, yeah. No, Brooks not posting. Quit using that.
See, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna post him up. There's no way you have
If
Jay
that's the
Crowder
case,
guarding
DJ,
him.
why hasn't he posted all playoffs?
He
Explain
do be
that
at
to
the
me. He
three-point
has
line a lot,
mismatches
which
every
is
single
weird.
game, and they will not throw it to him in the post.
Well, probably because they need him to stretch that floor out. Because Giannis
So
ain't
then
hitting
why
that
do you
three.
think they're going to magically put Brook in there? All he's doing is clogging the lane for great.
If they do it the right way and they play it the right
They
way,
not.
get Giannis the ball, right? Get Giannis the ball on the post. You got
Yeah.
Brook at the 5. Then you pull Ayton out. Not saying he's going to go out very far because he's not trusting Giannis to do it. But you sneak Brook in their back door on Jay Crowder and find ways to get him
I think-
used in the big.
I think that's the biggest issue is because you don't have to guard Antetokounmpo out there.
That's true.
So then you can clog the lane a little bit.
Yeah,
But once again, double off Drew.
No disrespect to Drew. I think Chris Paul runs circles around that nigga though. If it came to the finals,
Drew gonna
Paul-
cause him fist. Drew's a phenomenal
I
defender.
think he is. But Chris Paul, I don't think Chris Paul gonna lose in the final. If that nigga get to the finals, I think that nigga gonna be on another level. He already is, but to the final, he ain't been in the finals before.
If
You
CP3
put him
win the
in the
finals,
finals,
no
nigga?
Russell fan better ever speak to me.
Oh.
Disrespect ever again. I'm just being honest. Like it might be to the point where I just start blocking niggas' numbers.
For them,
You know what I'm saying? But I might put CP3 under their name.
CP3.
hey, you already
Not-
know.
nobody in this
I'm
room
hitting peso
specific.
first. No, I'm hitting peso first though.
I'm letting y'all handle that. I ain't
Me
dealing
and
with him no
peso.
more.
I swear, if CP3 win the ring, I'm on peso ass. I'm horrible.
Okay, so let's jump into it.
Who?
With our predictions that we just had.
Yeah.
Phoenix Bucks, what you got the series?
If they were to go, okay.
I say 4-3 Phoenix.
4-3 Phoenix. AO?
Shit. I'd have to say the same. 4-3 Phoenix.
4-3 Phoenix. Alex?
I think 4-2 Phoenix.
4-2 Phoenix.
Ooh.
I'm thinking 4-3 Milwaukee.
You got to. They beat.
I got
Nets,
4-3
bro.
Milwaukee.
They beat the Nets, bro. So you got to really.
I
I just love the way the Suns are playing basketball.
absolutely.
And I think a
I'm not taking that from you.
CP3 led team is going to be better than a Greek led team. That's my opinion.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not saying that's like we've already acknowledged. Chris Middleton is maybe not the best guy in the world, but he's a solid person that you have to
bro.
acknowledge.
Dude coming around.
Right, but you know they was dogging his shit last year.
Yeah, he like it's nasty, but he doesn't can't. I mean, dude's playing nice.
Right.
But he not better than D-Book.
No, absolutely not.
Now,
But
that'd
if
be
you
great.
can get him to score a little bit and contribute, Drew Holiday, if he uses his size on Chris Paul, and because Drew will post up.
Are they not the same height?
No.
Chris Paul 6 foot?
6'1", I thought.
Yeah, like 6'1". Drew's a little bit taller.
6'3", yeah.
Because he was even trying to post up Kyrie type shit.
Yeah.
And then, like I said,
I wasn't here to get to talk about that. Thank goodness.
And we do have
what
to
you want to
ask you,
say? What you? Yeah, go
Well,
ahead.
hold
come
on. I
on.
want to ask
Go ahead.
because we was talking about a conversation earlier about Giannis not picking up KD, and I said I think Giannis should be if he's a star on the team, has that pull like a LeBron or somebody. He said I'm gonna pick him up, but they're like I don't know if Giannis got that pull to be like I'm picking up KD, like regardless of what coach say, anybody I'm picking him up.
No.
You don't think so either?
No, I don't think he don't have that mentality defensively to pick up a man like that. Like I think he knows there's a bigger chance PJ gets a stop than me, or we're gonna risk PJ getting in foul trouble than me. That's the only two ways I could see that. But I just don't see Antetokounmpo being a sitter like that to where you can cause him fits. Like Antetokounmpo just be getting killed sometimes. PJ Tucker like. I get my 6 fouls. What's good? That's just what it is.
Yeah, he's like I don't score no way.
Yeah, like he came out the game. Like he got out the game, and everybody like it is what it is. But if Greek was to get out the game, it's over with.
Yeah, they crying.
That's true. That's what he said. Like defensive wise, like he probably get a lot of fouls too.
Realistically, it makes sense. Like height wise, size wise, okay. But it's just what we talked about last week. You can't risk fouls at a certain time. All this other thing. So PJ Tucker for the last couple seasons has guarded the best player no matter whose team it was. So that's just what it is.
So you got a defender like PJ Tucker guarding. I mean not PJ. I'm sorry. I was trying to say is you really I'm
PJ
still
on
stuck
book.
on this. Hold on, I'm still stuck on this. You really think Giannis? Who gonna guard Giannis on the Hawks? I'm really still stuck on this.
I told you, Ken Capella's gonna be the only option to me that could alter him. I didn't say nobody can stop him, but you can let him get his 50. You can't let Chris Middleton get his 30. That's where you got to do your job. Like I talk to people all the time when it comes to coaching, you got to coach against 2-3 good players. You take the best one, you let him get his, but the other two you got to minimize them to say 10 points less than their normal because they're not used to that playing against that. So they're only used to them, everybody getting those buckets. You can take them two out of it in any way, shape, or form, you got an advantage. So then it's a little fluster because then Antetokounmpo has to take the ranks and run the road. And if he can't do it all by himself, then they lose.
My nigga Gallinari sitting on Chris. Anyways, keep going.
Man,
Niggas ain't
all I'm saying is
Gallinari sitting on Chris, bro. Watch your mouth.
God, I ain't never guarded his life.
I'm gonna say Giannis, man, be at home, be working on them damn free throws, work on the 3-point jumper. You don't have to worry about getting long. You're one of the longest dudes in the league. Pause. I mean, that's just
Pause.
all you need to work on right now.
Talking about long.
bro. I know.
he's-
Pause,
Talking
nigga.
about long.
See what I'm saying? I had to say that for dudes. But anyways, man, other than that, I ain't really got too much.
Hold on, bro. The Nets. Let me talk about
Okay,
it.
please. Okay.
So,
I wasn't sure if you wanted to.
When this came around, I made the bet that the Nets wouldn't make it. I told my homie these exact words. I said the issue that people aren't looking at with the Nets, they're just looking at the roster for what it is. Okay,
Right.
this what should win.
All stars.
But think about the 3 humans you're talking about. One who's always been injury prone. The other one who's mentally about the NBA right now. Nobody really knows if he wants to play anymore. And then KD's fresh off injury. So obviously KD's going to have to limit his minutes throughout the season anyway. So then you expect him to carry the load in the playoffs. He ain't played basketball in 2 years almost. Then you got Kyrie who out of nowhere just supposedly rolled his ankle. But then he had a baby, but nobody had discussed that. Rather than him saying he was hurt, he should have just said it was for family reasons. Then what was the reason he set out the 7th game? Because of the ankle again? If you know it's your last game, no matter what it is, you rock that ankle.
Yeah, James Harden did with the hamstring.
James Harden gave his all, right? But you could tell James Harden was 50%. So I looked at it like you got to take your chances. They got to do what you said they're going to do before you can predict it. Because you can't just say, oh, they're going to go to the finals. They got to show a reason why. Not just beat everybody in the regular seasons. We've seen the Raptors beat people in the regular season all the time. LeBron just wipe them through the playoffs like it's no big deal.
Multiple years.
So that's why I was like, that's why I took the bet. And he texted me, it was like, bro, you're right. I'm like, I hate to put predictions on injuries or whatever. But I looked at it like the team, what guys was going to do what. And then the longevity of it is who has played in a long road in a long time. So Kyrie hasn't really won a playoff run. James Harden hasn't been since CP3 left. And then Kevin Durant ain't been in a couple seasons. So it's like nobody has that feel rather than the Bucks have been there back-to-back 2-3 years now. The Sixers been going to it, all that type of stuff. So That's why I made the bet. And then Kyrie did what he does. Nobody, him being him. James Harden hurt his hamstring or whatever. And obviously KD had ran his gas empty. So you took your loss.
Nigga, if DeAndre Ayton plays, nigga, it's over. I'm just saying. Not DeAndre Ayton, DeAndre Jordan, my fault.
Nobody knows why DeAndre Jordan
DeAndre Jordan plays, nigga, they winning 4-0, nigga. Watch your mouth.
Weird.
Win the
First
championship,
First off,
nigga.
you've never seen DeAndre Jordan do nothing but dunk.
Man,
He ain't blocked
that
shots.
nigga locking up
He ain't blocked
Giannis.
shots in years.
I'm putting DeAndre Jordan on Giannis. He locking that nigga down. Bro.
Come
Watch
on.
your mouth.
DeAndre
Watch your
Jordan
mouth.
can't move now.
Bro, DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin back again, bro. That'd have been sick.
They're older than molasses now.
Nigga, but them two back together, bro, they would have stopped them niggas
You
4-0.
realize they was great because of the other human that was on that floor? Can we talk about
Okay,
it?
that's debatable. We ain't gotta do all that right now.
Can we talk about it?
We ain't gotta do all
We
that.
could talk about it. I was a Clippers fan. I like Chris Paul.
What was their name? What was their name? Their nickname?
Lob City.
Lob City when CP3 was there. He left. What was they called?
Clippers.
Trash City.
And I just want to say this for everybody that was talking shit about Kyrie and KD and how, niggas don't know basketball because, we're not picking the Nets. Name me one championship that anybody on that team has without the name Steph Curry and LeBron James.
It's true.
You can't.
Exactly. So, just saying.
True.
Just saying. The greatest shooter of all time, arguably the greatest player of all time. Those are the only championships anybody has
What
on
did you
that
say?
team.
What did you say?
I said arguably the greatest player of all time.
Who's arguing? He's not that.
All right, we need to
LeBron
wrap this
James
bitch
ain't
up.
that?
We need to wrap
LeBron James is, but not Kevin Durant.
Whatever, man.
With-
I just want to say I appreciate everybody for being here. Want to thank Udo for being a special
you,
guest
bro.
today,
Shout out to
man.
you.
Coming on, slide
Appreciate y'all
through.
having me.
I ain't seen my man in a
for sure.
minute. Still cockswollen buff, crazy.
Man.
Bro, what the fuck?
Cock swole, and he want to look at me talking about long.
That's even past the pause, bro. That's just out of line, bro.
Exactly.
Bro,
I want to
Tony
thank
be-
Big Tone.
This man Tony be hitting me the most out of line comments.
Yeah,
This
he's
nigga
wild.
weird for that one,
Hey
bro.
man, there's a compliment. No, there's a
That's
pause. though.
Cock
bro,
strong.
Don't make me say what I gotta say on this bitch.
It was like
Just
Bill
keep
Ford
going.
tough.
All right,
Cock
bro.
strong.
I'm gonna end the
Bingo
fucking show
Bill.
because this nigga DJ on some gay shit too. Bro.
No, I want to thank Tony for showing up. I know you was late and had
gotta
stuff
be
going
here.
on, but I appreciate you, Ayo, as always. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And my boy Alexander Taylor behind the mic.
For sure in the building.
Hey, it's episode 13 from the jump. Appreciate you.